Welcome back to a new installment of the adventures of Just Steven. We start with our hero being called to action. Gasp! The Just Steven signal! It's been lit! Time to get to the Steven submarine.
Get the new Steven Submarine toy, now available in about 3 to 4 stores in your area. Coupon is on the back of this very comic.
Time to do what I do best. Entertain the masses. What's up, guys? Welcome back to my channel. And as you can see, there's been a bit of a gap from my Halloween video to now. And I just want to kind of explain that in this November and December, the holiday season's coming, there's going to be a bit of a slowdown when it comes to these videos. I got a lot of stuff planned for the holidays, so bear with me on those. But, for you guys, I hope you guys go and enjoy your holidays as well. And, yeah, I just wanted to say that real quick before we get into this video. Why'd I say it like that? I don't know. For today's video, I just watched the new Spider-Man No Way Home trailer, and it got me on a bit of a powered kick. And I kind of wanted to make some new characters, some new comic book characters. And how am I going to do that? Through a random power generator. So what I have here is on the Power Wiki. I'm going to put it up on the screen here. It is powerlisting.fandom.com, where they hold a large database of just superpowers from across all media. And not even just superhero media, just like the most random media. Like the media that I didn't even think that would classify as a power, but they still do. And what I'm going to do here is I'm going to go to their little explore, hit random, and then I'm going to take 2 powers, fuse them together, and make a character from that. So, without further ado, let's get into my first character. Alright. Let's go down and through these insufferable ads and hit random. Pelican form. Okay, Under Armour, please. Pelican form. What? See, this is what I'm talking about. How is that how is that a power? How is the user can mimic and or transform to a pelican form? Like specifically or no, I'm sorry, not specifically herons, spoonbills, shoebills. I didn't know that classified as a power. Okay. Pelicans. Let's hit the random again. Life Force Whip Generation. Alright, this is pretty cool, because if Supercuts could please move, they will see that this is from Ben 10. I think, not Ultimate Alien, but Alien Force. Yes, this is definitely Alien Force, when they meet the witch lady. I can't remember her name. But it's pretty cool. Both of these are from Verdona. Cool. There it is. Both of them are from media I love, Pokemon and Ben 10. So, Life Force Whips, I think I can make something work there. Okay. So, what we're working with here is pelicans, pelican form, and a Life Force Whip. So, let's hop into my first character. Alright, let's get the form down here. So, what I'm thinking here is, I don't want a whole pelican character, but why don't I give them, like, pelican-like wings? I don't really, and I looked it up, and you see I'm struggling to try to get the specific pelican-like form. I didn't want them to be, like, eagle wings. I don't know, man. It's hard. I don't study pelicans for a living here, but anywho. So this character, I wanted her to be, like, more of a hero. And with the Pelican and Pelipper, the Pokemon, you get a very by the sea vibe. So I wanted to give her a very light-hearted, just like an overall airy, vacation-y vibe. I don't know how to explain it. But, I'm getting into the outfits. I put a little handkerchief on her, just kind of mimic the overall front beak. But I really emphasized that on the backpack. I was really proud of the design here, where I made the backpack look like a giant bill, like a pelican has. And I'm gonna incorporate that into the future powers that they have. All right. So I'm getting into the coloring here. And I decided to make sure I keep this color scheme with light yellows, and I made the handkerchief and the handkerchief and the backpack yellow, with the shoes and the shirt blue, yellow soles, just again to keep on going with this very light energy. Someone that you could probably see in the movie like Ponyo. Do you guys see that movie? Love the movie Ponyo, and this is kind of like what I was inspired by when it comes to like the color scheme and the overall feeling. Decided to give her glasses because I don't know, man, glasses are cool. I think glasses are cool, and that's not because I wear them. Anyway, getting into the color of the wings, I know that pelican wings are usually like a white and black. I wanted to go with more blues to keep on with the seaside. But as I go on and make the details, I have to say, don't get attached to the colors on the wings. Why? Because here, after I put this background in, tragedy struck. What tragedy? Well, as you see, I shade, I keep going, and I don't realize I am on the wrong layer. I have been shading, I've been inking my color one, and I tried to undo as much as possible, but I could not undo all the stuff on the wings, and I am so mad. So I tried to use my Dawn dish soap, that didn't work, but what instead I used was the spot healing tool, which ended up merging all the colors together, which actually started to help a bit, but what it did was destroy my line art. So the lining gets all kinds of messed up, along with the backpack. So what I had to do was go and use the original colors and color back over where I messed it up, which again destroyed more of my line art. But you know what, it's what it is what it is. So I go back through, I redo all the line art, and once I do that, I'm back in business here. I redo the details, but again, it's not shaded the same way. But I don't know, I kind of started to fall for the weird shading that the spot healing did, so I kind of went with the sloppier look of shading by just kind of putting shading anywhere and making it really fuzzy, trying to make the spot healing look natural. I go through with the lighting as well. Of course, the bright yellow lights. And here's the fun part. This is where the power whip comes in. You didn't think I forgot that, did you? I changed the background so you guys can see it more. I wanted her to have a large power whip fishing hook because yeah, she's by the seaside, seeing the seashore. And so I gave her this extendable, like never-ending extendable power whip that comes out of her backpack, and on the other end is a indestructible hook, and that's what she uses to catch enemies and her food. Do a little detailing on the whip, and once that is done, there you have it. So let's get into the naming. I decided to name her the Fly Fisher, with the abilities of flight, obviously, magic, energy, fishing line, and a pocket dimension backpack. Just because, pelicans can fit so much in that beak, I wanted to give it with the backpack. So there you have it. It's the Fly Fisher. All right, let's move on to our next set of powers. All right, let's hit explore here. Hatred empowerment. Okay, well, now we clearly must have our villain here. All right, hatred empowerment. The ability to be strengthened by hatred. Awesome. Okay, let's get into the next power. Explore and random page. Recoil manipulation. What is this? A picture from like the 1700s? What is this? Mayor of Kingstown, please meet. All right. The ability to manipulate recoil. I mean, obviously. The user can manipulate the recoil, the practical result of Newton's third law. Guns and springs are examples of recoiling objects. Okay. Okay. Alright, so we got something going here. Okay, let's hop into that one. Alright, so for this one, I mean, this one has to be the villain, right? Yeah. Because with hatred and just the overall the recoil, I mean, this thing has a knack for punching. Come on. So I thought about it and I was like, obviously, I think the angriest person I could think of is like a mobster, and not just a regular mobster, but like those like lackey mobsters that are like always angry, and the boss are like, okay, chill out, lackey, you know. So I gave him this giant robotic arm that has a big spring in it, because obviously that controls the recoil. And so I put in some details on this big metal hand that he has, only one of them. And I also put them in his feet, because I thought that would be kind of interesting to have like this super jump that he'll have that he could use to spring up and get the drop on a couple, I don't know mob lingo, guppies? I don't know, I'm sorry. Anywho, so starting the coloring here. Of course, I wanted to get him in like a very riled up, like an undone suit type deal to clearly show how undone of a man he is. Yeah, so I was thinking, I feel like for a backstory with this, I would believe that maybe like the boss himself kind of did these modifications on one of his most trusting dudes, and then yeah, to be by his side kicks. I don't know what they do. Maybe a side piece as well. And so yeah, they did these modifications so he could really do some of his dirty work, you know. So, but the issue is, tragedy struck a second time with me. But this time it was not my fault. Well, kind of it is, because I didn't clear up enough storage, so my scratch disk got full to the point where I couldn't even save my own drawing. So what I had to do was take a screenshot of the drawing before going and closing it out, and then after taking the screenshot, I then had to edit my little guy out of the screenshot, as you can see here, and then put him back on another background. But the issue is, after taking a screenshot, it kind of lowers the resolution on the line art, so it made it look a bit dingy. Guys, I am sorry that I am not smart when it comes to how I handle my files, okay? But I'm actually kind of happy with how I was able to pull it back around. It doesn't even look that bad, as I put the lighting and I put a little bit of extra smoke to, obviously he's piping hot, you know? He's an angry, short stack man. So I added some electricity. He's unstable, as you can see from his clothing. I added a little white outline to make him pop out. And so now we have the Clobster. That's what I came up with the abilities of anger, recoil, and super jump kicking, with especially punching. So there you have it, guys, the Clobster. Alright, so we have a hero, we have a villain. Let's see, who do we have next? Let's see. Alright. Hit explore and random. Mutated beast physiology. Love it already. I love it. Okay, the power to be mutated to be a beast. Fantastic. I love big beasties. What can I say? So they are transformed on a more molecular level. What transforms them? Let's see, maybe this other power can kind of figure that out for us. Biosphere manipulation. Okay. The power to manipulate biospheres. What's a biosphere? The user can create, shape, and manipulate the biosphere, the worldwide sum of all ecosystems. Okay. I'm gonna put the definition of a biosphere up once again because I cannot. What is that? Hold on. Yeah, I'm about to Google it. So the biosphere is just the regions of the surface, atmosphere, and hydrosphere of the Earth. Okay, well, it sounds like we have an Earth creature here. So I can make that work. That sounds good. All right, let's get into it. All right, so what I'm thinking here is since we have a hero and we have a villain, let's get into an anti-hero, kind of like Venom or Deadpool or Venom Pool. So what I'm thinking here is maybe a creature that was altered genetically. I'm thinking like a deer, because I think deers, when I think of like a biosphere, when the first thing I thought of was a forest, and the person I think of in the forest most is a deer. And I was trying to figure out the head situation, so yeah, let me put the fat antlers on a freaky skull. Who does not love that? It kind of makes me think of the movie The Ritual. I don't know if you guys seen that horror film. I kind of love it. Not for children, obviously, but it kind of reminds me of the monster in it. I'll throw a picture up in there. This is what this monster's kind of inspired by. So anyway, I'm thinking maybe like a deer mutated, like a regular deer mutated by like chemical waste, because what else, you know? Or, no, what if it was a deer that was altered by some eco scientist who saw that there was some tearing down of the forest, so they needed a guardian. They needed someone to take care of the forest because just normal humans can't. So what they did was they took a deer and experimented on it, which is almost like 2 steps backwards. Experimented on the deer to become strong enough to do the protecting for the forest. So I imagine that it looks like a normal deer, but once this deer is kind of just trotting around the forest and sees like littering, it kind of goes too hard for littering and stuff like that. Like if you don't put a campfire out correctly, instead of Smokey the Bear coming in and beating you senselessly, this thing comes. So that's what I'm kind of thinking, like some type of, like a guardian beast that was created by man to protect the forest. So yeah, I kind of wanted to give it, like, while it's still like a deer, it has like a bear strength with almost like gorilla-like arms, you know? I wanted to give it like black padding, kind of like like some type of puma, how they have like cats have a little padding on the bottom of their hands. And of course, what eye color, you have to do green. If it's gonna protect the forest, it's green, obviously, you know? Green is the color of the forest. And so, this drawing, I was really happy with because this is the one out of 3 that did not have any issues happen. This is the only one that actually ended up working out all the way through, thankfully. So let's get, the shading wise, I wanted to get into like a really messy, kind of gross looking shading, because what this character kind of reminds me of is like Swamp Thing, where it's, obviously if it's dwelling in the forest for so long, it's not going to be neat, it's not going to be kept, it's just a disgusting, smelly creature that lurks in the woods waiting for someone to drop their soda, and then they maul them. So, it fights for good, but just way too much. That's kind of like how I think of it. Alright. Gotta give him some fat deer abs from all the crunches. You know, like the crunching of all the bones that it does on the daily. Alright, some more shading. And then I wanted to shade the rest of the body to really get that glow in its eyes, you know? Like, that's what you see before you get demolished. Alright. Let me give it, of course, its green background, as I gave it for all my other heroes. It deserves the green. A little of the shading, and with all that said, we have our anti-hero, our beast of the night. And I'm thinking for the name, I'm going to go with Megafauna. Actually, that name is, we need to be Megafauna, big font, you know? The man-made forest, hold on, I'm sorry. The man-made forest guardian. So with the abilities of mutation, nature, control, and strength and speed, of course. there you have it, guys. Megafauna. Put out your campfires, or it'll put you out. All right, you know what? Those are our characters. I don't know, maybe I will. I really kind of like the characters. My favorite one out of all of them, I think that I could really see myself moving forward with, was the Fly Fisher. I really like the design I made. Sorry, I'm just patting myself on the back here, I'm sorry. But I like her character design on that one, so I can see myself drawing more of it, and maybe I will. And if I do, go check out my art page, Just Steven Art, on Instagram and Twitter, where I post all my art. If you want to see more, if you want to have any ideas or challenges that you would like to see, message me on Instagram, Twitter, or again, just comment down below what you guys would like to see further down the line, because I'm open for anything, you know? And speaking of which, as I said, the holidays are coming up. Here's my pitch here. With the holidays, what do you guys want to get your family? Do you want to get them maybe like some toys, or jewelry, or a nice caricature drawing by me? Maybe? Well, I'm letting you guys know my commissions are open. I know I've said it before in an older video, but now I want to actually do like specific announcement that my commissions are open. I will be putting the post up here. I posted about on my Instagram. Pricings up here on the screen. You know, highest being $35, not including background, and lowest you can do is like a $5 bust, like right here, with no color. And yeah, so hit me up, DM me if you have anything that you would like to get done. I could do like your original characters. I could do these characters for you, or just characters that you love to see on screen, like on your cartoons or animes or whatever you like. I can draw it all. Hit me up for all of your artistic needs. And if you don't trust me, trust these reviews. Actually, forget that last one. But yes, see, you can trust me. Trust me with your art. So hit me up, pay your boy, because I need some money. Anyway, guys, that's going to do it for this video. I hope you guys have a great rest of your day, and enjoy your Thanksgiving. And Thanksgiving's coming up. Enjoy the holidays. If you don't celebrate that, if you don't celebrate Thanksgiving, just go eat something crazy. You don't even have to celebrate it. It doesn't matter what you're celebrating. Just go eat something crazy. You deserve it, honestly. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you all in my next video.